On.
Okay. Well, this is my mother.
Oh, I am her mother.
The famous Patricia Wheeler Galloway. And she has agreed graciously to give us a tour of some of the things in her lovely home on 650 Lakecrest Drive.
Which is the lovely home that Becky grew up in.
I know, I was sitting on the dock last night and thinking, I've been coming back here for, all my life now, 38 years.
Can you believe it's that long?
No.
No, I can't believe it's that long either.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've lived here better than 40 years.
Yeah.
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 Well,
It's a nice place. Well, where shall we start?
well, shall we start on the bottom shelf?
Okay. Maybe as we take them out, we want to put them maybe someplace on the table so that as you bring other items out, you don't have to jump over them.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
so let's start with this.
Okay. This little teapot and the sugar and creamer that go with it. Belong
That's cute.
to my mother, your Grandma Wheeler,
Uh-huh.
and it's one that she had from her family. Her mother came from Norway, and I'm not sure if this piece came from Norway or I'm not sure whether Grandma got it from her, but I think it was in her family.
Well, it says Middleton Plate Company on the bottom, so I can't tell.
Is there a date?
There's a number, there's a 53, and that's exactly what's here too.
Okay. Well, this came from my family. This came from Grandma Wheeler, and it's a teapot. It isn't sterling, but it's what they call silver plate.
Well, that was Grandma Honette, she came over by herself, right?
Grandma Honette came over by herself in steerage, which was a class on a ship. When she was about 18 years old, she came from Norway.
That's pretty amazing.
And she had a brother who had a store in Superior, Wisconsin. She visited him first and then went out to North Dakota Territory, where if you lived on a claim for a year, it was yours, and she settled a claim. Married the man who settled the claim next to her. They raised 7 children and sent them all through university.
Wow. She's really, once I found out more about her, she was really inspiring to me.
And this little spoon,
You've got sugar in there.
well, of course, Becky, I do use it once in a while.
Where's the cream?
Should we put that in? This little spoon is one of a half a dozen that came from Dad's family. And I think it has ASG on it, which is, I think, Anna Surway Galloway, and we should have Dad here to tell us. But I think
Sure,
that,
AGS.
and that's
Oh, and there's a nice little design on the back of it too.
with a little sugar.
Yeah, with a little sugar. I'd lick that off. But.
That might be a little gross.
Anna Surway Galloway. Okay, so that was on Dad's mom's side?
Well, the Galloway Surway was, I think, his mother's side. That's why I'm confused, but the G would be for Galloway. So it must have been somewhere in Dad's family.
Okay.
Those were given to me by your Grandma Galloway sometime back, just as a gift.
We'll just put these over here. What's next?
Well, these little
This better turn out. I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
Wedgwood. Oh, they're spode. Excuse me, spode.
Oh, they're
China
very
birds.
sweet.
Those were a present from my father to my mother. I don't remember whether it was anniversary or Christmas or just a present. Grandpa was a present giver, and he knew that Grandma loved birds, so he gave her these China birds.
Are they a real species?
I think it would be, if it were a real species, it probably would be a yellow warbler.
Very sweet.
But I'm not sure they're done to scale. I think that's just a...
They might be a little bigger than the warblers normally are. Oh, that's so beautiful.
And this came from Dad's family. It was...
It's just gorgeous.
Huh.
We'll crack?
I had thought there was a crack in it, but there.
Yeah, there is, right here.
Okay, that's, okay, there, yeah. That was came from Dad's family, and I'm not sure what part of Dad's family, but do you remember the shelves that
Oh,
Grandma
yeah.
had
On her,
on the,
I can't remember, but it was going from the living room into the kitchen. She had shelves along all those windows, and she had all these
that would,
glass items
well, that
on
would
them.
have been on the south side of their house. She had
Mhm.
glass shelves, and this was one of the pictures that was on that shelf and that I was always very fond of. The top part is what we would have called cranberry glass. Your Grandma Wheeler loved that color glass, and I have quite a bit of that.
It's really nice.
This is a little,
Oh, that's the mate to the one you have over on that table, isn't it?
and that's fine china from England, Staffordshire it's called, bone china. These were given to me by Grandpa Wheeler.
I remember this one being loose.
That one's loose.
Yeah.
And maybe this one is loose on the other one. There's another one, a mate to it. Grandpa Wheeler was a director of the City National Bank in Duluth, and at their annual meeting, each one of the directors would sometimes be given a very lovely gift. One year he was given this for a gift, and I think he ended up giving one to me and one to my sister and one to my mother.
Hmm.
And when Grandma died, then this one became mine.
They're
So I
very
have two of
nice.
them.
And there's some real pansies in here, and then I don't know if the rest of these flowers are real. But that's very sweet.
Okay, we made a mistake on the spoon last time. Actually, the G is for Greenock, not Galloway, and it came from Grandma Galloway's mother's family. She was a Surway before she married John Greenock. So the ASG stands for Anna Surway Greenock.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to catch that little pattern, but this is a sterling silver spoon, so you got these from Dad's grandma.
Right.
Yeah.
Were given to me by Jen.
Mm-hmm. And there's a nice little pattern on the bowl. I don't know if we'll pick that up. But let's go ahead and put the picture in there. Do you want to move that
Okay.
out and I'll put the picture in? Here's the picture that used to sit on Grandma's glass shelves.
Mm-hmm. There was a little hallway between the living room and the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
And on the south side of the house she had glass shelves. One of the interesting things that you might not realize, she decided to put those glass shelves in after visiting my family's house.
Really?
Grandma Wheeler and Grandpa Wheeler had what we called a sun porch that was windows on three sides. And there were windows probably from waist high to regular window height that had glass shelves across the windows. Grandma had a lot of glass things on and some plants on the windows on all three sides of that porch, and when the sun came in it was just beautiful. And Grandma Galloway liked the idea, so she decided to do that in their house.
Oh, cool. Well, let's see if we can get that plate in.
This plate is one that came from Dad's family.
We need to put it right in here. That's where the focus point is.
Okay. Grandpa, his dad, your grandpa, gave a set of 8 of these plates to his mother with some of the first money that he earned on his own.
Huh.
And they all have a little bit of a different design on, but they all have the seashell and the pink. And I think we have a couple of them, and the other families have part of that set too.
That's very nice. Well, we have this nice bowl of fruit here. Always like this. So, tell us about this fruit bowl. Dad'll have to get that.
This is Venetian glassware that came from Grandma Wheeler. After Grandma died, Betty and I divided up her things, and I got the bowl with several pieces of fruit and one of the pink flowers. As time went on, Betty found that she didn't really use the pink flower that she had, so she gave me hers, as I had the rest of the pieces too. So we have this lovely centerpiece, and it's just Venetian glass.
It's really nice. So these are all the pieces now?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a centerpiece that Grandma would use on your table?
This is a centerpiece Grandma used when they had company once in a while. And it's very handy because if you're having company, there are some gold candle holders that hold. There are 2 candle holders, each one holds 2 that go with it. And it makes a very easy, elegant centerpiece if you're having company for dinner.
Yeah. So I see the flowers and there's some grapes and that looks like maybe a pepper and a tomato maybe?
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that. Okay. What's next? The blue dish?
The blue dish is a Christmas gift. It's a Mother's Day plate with ducks on it that we received from Fran Meinrich. That's Andy's mother-in-law for Christmas one year after they had visited us.
It says Morse Dag 1973.
And that's Mother's Day, 1973.
Yeah.
And that's made in Denmark. And I think this is one of a series. I think there's a series of plates. I think this company puts out a plate each year. And we just happen to have the Mother's Day plate.
Okay. I'll do the ballerina next.
Okay. Little ballerina
She's so sweet.
is English china. It's actually, it says made in Germany. I always thought it was English because it's something that it's a figurine, a Dresden doll that Grandpa Wheeler brought one time when he was on a trip to Canada. He brought one back, one for Betty and one for me. And it's all made out of, the little skirt is made out of spun glass.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Her arms broke off sometime since we've been married. And I do have the arms and the hands if I ever find somebody that can put them back together again.
Wow, she's very nice. Okay, what's next? Your salt and pepper shakers?
Salt and pepper shakers.
Okay.
These belong to Grandma and Grandpa Wheeler. There are a pair of them, and they're lead crystal. Something that they used for a special dinner like Thanksgiving or Christmas. We didn't use those every day. And the top on this one has been glued, as you can see. Whoops. And the glue's yellowed a little bit, but it still works. And the pepper's probably been in there since Grandma Wheeler was around. Should be either all worn out or good and strong by now.
Good aged pepper. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to blow that off and we can put the rabbits in. Boy, did I do a good job.
That's the way to do your house cleaning, Becky.
Blow
Blow
that
a little.
dust off.
The rabbits are just some little china rabbits that Grandma, I think she gave me one time around Easter time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they were an Easter decoration.
Well, very
and I don't
nice.
remember now whether she had them at home for a while. I can't really remember that. But they're nothing special other than they're sentimentally. I'm sentimentally attached to them.
I'm sure this is why you have rabbits under your porch, though.
Probably.
They know that you that you worship rabbits.
That's right.
Okay, well let's do this vase here. I'll move these over here. You can move those up. Shit. Excuse me. I'll move this. This is very professional.
This is for posterity, you know. Watch your language.
I'm trying.
This was a gift from Grandma Galloway for one of my birthdays, and I think it's a Lalique vase, which is a very lovely glass, hand-blown glass with lovely painted decorations on it. And I don't know if you can see the decorations in the picture, but they're some little flower designs with little green leaves and gold leaves.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's gold bands all around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very light and delicate.
And I think that's a valuable piece. I think it's something to use with care, and I don't have an appraisal on it. But when Grandma gave it to me, she led me to believe it was a Lalique piece, which is a very special kind of glass.
Then I'll let you handle it. Okay, I'm going to pause our tape here.